building, the entire reality around you seems to shudder. Whatever it was that you had done, moved, time again. In this moment, you are back in the same place. Yet again, it's just not the same time, as it is scorched, charred, and asunder. You're sitting there, surrounded by the debris and the ash after the terror of the Red Death. You are close to the same age, and you are still standing with Killian Murdoch. And there is a microbe floating in the air. They cannot see.
Because I'm too tiny.
Is this
Can I try and infect them?
later
Multiply.
when I ran off? Or
Not that much later yet. Or now.
So this isn't right after either.
This is like right after the Red Death. Right after the explosion in your surviving.
But in reality, I would have already been gone. So this is new territory.
Pretty much, kind of. You're purveying the area as something that you see as destroyed. Both of you are. Well, actually, all three of you are. You just don't know that he's there.
I'm going to roll perception because I'm not familiar with this. This isn't like an actual memory that I have.
All right, so just give me a 25 or better.
I roll for perception, but only because I feel like I'm being watched.
27.
So I'm using my eye
Mm-hmm.
to look very carefully at the whole room,
Mm-hmm.
like enlarging everything.
Mm-hmm. Give me a 25 or better.
28.
Okay.
I said that.
What did you say?
I thought
27.
I said 28.
All right. So, in this moment, you notice that there's a jump craft landing just off of the port, and you see several armed troops unloading from that jump craft. You, sir, notice that there are several microscopic drones in the air, and you also notice one of them that is very shiny and golden with kind of a pink spark about it.
And I take a
that
little
just
vial.
keeps on like floating.
Take a little vial out of my pocket and very unobtrusively.
All right, both of you roll dex against each other.
He's trying to capture you in a vial, John.
No.
Okay, let's
I mean,
see.
you could just break it, right? Like, just get bigger and
Yeah,
bigger
both
all
of
of
you
a
just
sudden.
roll dex against each other.
Let's see.
There's no cats in sight, so.
Okay. I got 23.
31.
He has captured you within a vial.
That's okay.
You're okay with being
I'm safe
in a
in
vial.
here.
It's safe. It's a safe vial.
No cats in here.
All right.
It's very sterile.
But you do notice that there are several microscopic
Right.
drones that are floating in the air as well. Each of them, as you're looking, carry the brand Steintech.
They're microscopic drones.
Like the size, well, not microscopic, like the size of a fly. Or a bee. It's a small drone that, with an unassuming eye, would look like an insect flying around. But as he is zoomed in, he notices the exact date and serial number that they were made.
We need to get out of here.
Why?
We're being watched.
By who?
Stein.
How?
See these little flies?
Yeah.
They're not flies. They're drones.
I squashed 2 of them. Can I squash 2 of them?
You can roll dex at 30 and tell me if you do.
$28. I squashed 1 of them.
All right, so as you go to squash it, it stings you.
Oh no.
It sting hurts, but it doesn't really do a whole lot of damage, but it seems to have some sort of protection protocols for itself. As it's an expensive piece of equipment, it makes sense to equip it with some sort of defensive mechanism.
Can I try to swat it again or no?
And that's when you notice that those men that were getting off the jump craft are still coming towards you. They're moving through the area. They're looking for something specific. They seem to be men on a mission.
Out the back door.
I know about some tunnels
Take me there.
that my mom showed me from a long time ago. I don't know if they're still there.
Well, let's can't hurt to look.
Okay.
All right. So you follow behind her as she begins to run and maneuver through the city.
Got my gun ready in case
You
they're
take
forefaller.
the jar with you.
Of course, it's in
They're
my
next
pocket.
to the
Take the jar with
remains
the
of an old warehouse.
Okay. So as you begin to run through the city, just both of you give me a roll for dexterity to maintain stealth and give me a 30 or better.
No, I'm not stealthy.
Do you want to maintain that or use anything to help yourself?
I'll use one favor. Nope, still not stealthy.
I'm going to use a favor to add 2 to my roll and hit 30 exactly.
Okay. So you're managing to maintain your stealth, but as she's running through the part of the city where she has to get to the warehouse, she trips and falls over something, and some of these armed soldiers take notice. You still maintain in the shadows, but they are maneuvering towards her. And as they are coming over, guns drawn upon you, "Girl, freeze! Stay right where you are. You're not in any trouble. We just need to look at you real quick."
That's creepy.
It's not creepy. We just need to make sure who you are. That's all it is. Because there's somebody and they pull out a device that's like on their gauntlet, and they're looking at it, and they're looking at you, and they're looking at it. No, I don't know. Can't be right. We're looking for one with hair. This one's bald. That's unfortunate. You got a family? What? Matter of fact, what are you even doing here?
That's my business.
Well, honestly, we're with the Elorian military, so we're kind of assigned to keep you safe here in Riverside. I understand that we've probably been doing a bad job of it recently.
Hey, you blew the whole place up.
I didn't do this. What are you talking about?
The military did. You're with the military.
There was a nuclear reaction incident over at the Steintech facility. It went off. Some incidents occur. We're here to clean up and make sure everything's safe and good to go.
I'm fine.
Well, why don't you go ahead and come with us
No.
anyway? I'm going to have to insist.
No.
Yes.
No.
Because you're just a strange little bald
I'm not
child.
going to go with you.
All
Why do you keep saying I'm bald? Like, what does that have to do with anything? Why
Well,
is that a defining factor?
Is it like it's a choice that you made to be bald?
It doesn't matter.
All right. It
Adeen.
doesn't. You are just a small, sassy child.
Adeen, you notice a red dot on his forehead that he does not notice.
All right. So just give me a roll.
28.
28. All right. So since you are stealth, definitely easy 25. You do manage to peg the shot. As the soldier falls down in front of you, the
Run.
other one standing there seems to be shocked.
He's not doing anything.
Well,
Not
he's
yet.
definitely got his gun drawn, but he's not
Run.
paying attention to you. You didn't blow a hole in
I'm
this
going to
guy's
grab
head.
the gun off the dude that fell and shoot the new guy.
All right, give me a roll for Dex. He does know you're there, so give me a 30 or better.
But he's not paying attention to me. Is this elusive? Am I being elusive?
I would say so, yeah. I mean, if you kill him, you definitely elude him.
True.
I'll allow it, since you don't have your own stuff right now.
29.
All right, so you manage to get the pistol and you're shooting at him. You don't kill him, though, but you do peg him in his armor, and he goes to take cover himself, and you hear his radio squawk on as he's calling for assistance and backup. Now, pretty much a lot of noise that y'all have just created in this moment.
Can I keep running towards the warehouse?
Yeah.
It's not very far from where I live.
But you've definitely made a lot of noise in this moment. And as you're running towards this warehouse, one of the only standing facilities that's left in Riverside at the moment that still has most of its structure intact, there's an iron garage door that begins to creak and then reel up. As it starts to open, you see a tall, thin man. Seems very bereft, but at the same time, he has a lot of anxiety for you, and he's calling to you to get inside the garage. Get inside, get inside.
Do I recognize him?
You don't recognize him particularly, no. But you recognize that he's trying to offer you entrance into the warehouse where your mother told you to go.
Okay.
We don't have time to trust or not. Get in the building and we'll figure it out later.
Okay. So, do you agree?
Sure.
You both run inside, and he slams his fist against this red button and starts to shut the door back down again. As he turns around, he says, I don't know what's going on. I honestly don't, but I'm happy to see that there's other people that survived. My name's Griff. What's your name?
Killian.
It's nice to meet you. And is this your daughter?
Are the tunnels still here that were built into this warehouse underneath?
How'd you know about that?
Well, that's not the question. I asked you first.
Well, yes, they're here.
Okay.
But
Can I
who
use
are
them to
you?
get away? My name is Adeen.
Adeen? Like Vila's kid?
Yeah, but I need to get away.
We need to
You're
get
There's
away.
like Stein flies following me or
Sassy,
something.
anxious little thing.
There's
Okay,
flies following me.
It's
They're actually
fine.
Stein
Just
bugs.
follow me. I'm already going to lead you down the hallway. You guys quit arguing with me and just follow
Let's
me.
go.
Okay, fine. We're going.
This dude just died in front of
Dude,
me.
I'm walking.
I got a gun off a dead body.
You're walking at me while you're still
Okay.
fussing at me. God, you are an anxious child.
Yes. It's an
Shoot.
anxious moment.
And she's bald.
Hey, yeah, she is bald. I know
Who
that.
cares if I'm bald?
I
Good
still have
grief.
this long tuft of beautiful hair that I'm going to brush out of my face. Whew. Okay, so you keep walking down the tunnels until you get to a strange lidded path, and then he maneuvers over to a stone wall, and he slams his fist against it as the wall then shifts just suddenly back from where it was, and you can see almost the outline of an opening of a doorway, and then it slides out of the way. He waves at you, and you both walk through with him. As the door shuts back behind you, you now notice that you are in a well-guarded facility. There seems to be a large mechanized suit of armor sitting in the corner. There's a man that's kind of a little bit more husky than this one. He's working on that suit of armor. There's a tall, mean-looking woman. Few other people, individuals, large man that's got very dark skin, something you don't see a lot in Valos. But they're all like gathered around, kind of working on whatever it is that they have. Do you need to roll on memory?
Yeah. I know that woman. That's. Or at least I know her name. 23.
You would remember that as Nemesis.
Yes.
Period. And you remember it because you remember getting into a very big fight with these people at a different point in time in your history. And you remember having a special problem with the large suit of armor. But you remember that as Nemesis, and these were the Riverside remnants.
Glad to see they got their stuff together. They were just pamphlets last time.
Yeah,
See their posters everywhere.
They were just pamphlets.
I just thought they were a band.
one huge attack later, and you can get people a little bit more rallied together. So yeah, you see them. Nemesis takes notice of you, and she comes and she sits in front of you, and she says, I like the look about you. You're an angry little child. I was once too. What can we do for you?
I'm just hiding because there were some Stein people chasing me.
Chasing you particularly?
I don't know. They were chasing us. Are there still little flies around, or
I don't
did
see
we?
them.
Okay.
Doesn't mean they're not behind me. I just don't see them right now.
Well, a Stein crew coming through would be a big problem. I'm glad you brought that to our attention, and
You
we're
killed
more
one of
than
them.
well, I like you better already. You're more than welcome to stay here for as long as you need.
I have one question, Nemesis.
Yes.
What happened to Mark?
I don't know anybody named Mark.
No kid.
Oh.
Used to run errands for you now and again.
Outside of knowledge, this would be before.
Okay.
Well, no, but I mean, you could.
Poor Mark.
She just wouldn't remember.
Yeah, that's fine. Before Mark. That's cool.
So, like, at this point, this would be before she knew Mark. No, I don't know a Mark.
Okay.
But you're welcome to have your child, and we're always happy to see a father protecting his daughter, so you're more than welcome to stay here for as long as you need to.
So, out of character for a moment, we have talked about that's got to be our cover.
Yeah.
So, okay.
And that explains like how you got back to Remy and started
Right.
protecting the orphans and everything. Got you.
All right.
So we're just chilling here.
Chilling. And you are chilling inside of a vial. How are you feeling about that right now, Tom?
Pretty good, pretty good.
Pretty good about it?
Yeah. I think,
Do you wanna
I'm safe.
break out of the vial, or are you good?
I mean, what do I see?
You're in my pocket, so you don't see anything.
Well,
Oh,
he's
it's
Tom,
nice.
so he really could see everything if he wanted to.
True.
You can use
But the
cosmic
vial is
wisdom
in
if
my
you wanted
pocket.
to.
In my inner pocket in my coat.
He knows the exact fabric
Right.
count of that coat.
It's a polyester tweed mix.
Okay.
Yeah, you can roll your.
Maybe I
cosmic
can go
perception.
even smaller. Become like
Infinitum, Tom.
I'm gonna become an electron. And
Electron.
No. I'm gonna become a neutrino. I'm gonna pass right through
Neutriton.
that barrier and into Chuck.
I'll open you out if you want. I just didn't have. We've been running.
Yeah, you're welcome to perceive if you want to. Use your cosmic knowledge or whatever you want.
Okay, I'm gonna do
Because right now he's got phenomenal cosmic power in a little bitty living space.
Okay, I am. Ooh, that's a good picture. I'm just looking at pictures of myself on my phone.
It's gonna.
Oh, yeah, you're gorgeous.
Dude, should I let that thing out?
Huh?
Should I let this thing out?
Look at this.
What is it?
Everybody has to see.
Oh,
This is
that
what I
thing I
look
caught.
like.
I think
before.
What did you
that-
catch?
I think it's
Treebeard.
that little guy
Yeah.
that was a cat and then
That's
a
a
dog,
pretty
and
good
then we
picture.
kicked him
Look at
out.
I don't like that dog. He
neck
stole my
is like-
blanket.
I look like I'm in pretty good
He
shape.
might still have it.
Focus, McClay.
Okay.
Okay, you can let him out.
All right, so I let
let me
him. I opened the
roll.
vial.
You're not the only person in this room that gets distracted looking at you.
He opens the
I'm
vial.
opening the vial.
All right. So your vial is
I
open.
rolled a 10.
And
But the
add
vial is
that
open.
to your wisdom,
14.
which is a 24.
And
And then you
cosmic
have
knowledge.
cosmic knowledge as well.
And that is where
Didn't you have that in like expert or mastery or something?
Yeah, it's a mastery. Yeah.
So that's a +6 to it.
No, 6 is.
Or plus
yes, 6.
+6. So 10 plus 14 plus 6. You're
30.
looking at 30.
30.
So you have amazing cosmic knowledge right now. All right. So in this, you notice that this is an illusion. The whole thing is an illusion, but it's an illusion that's hardwired into their memories.
Okay.
Not necessarily memories as it happened legitimately in time, but memories of parts of their time merged together.
Okay.
Oh, so we've been Manchurian candidated. I see how it is.
Maybe I could go into their brain and become a synapse and redirect some of the memories like to like make it more accurate using cosmic knowledge.
So you want to go inside and make them continue to live through memories,
no, like
but accurately.
yeah, that's.
I mean, if we're gonna do
Actually,
this,
yeah.
we might as well do it right.
What kind of
As if
memories?
I had never attacked a cat in the first place.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just gonna
You're
go,
the variant.
Yeah, I'm gonna go into Chuck's head and I'm gonna be like, hey.
So you want to go into his head? You want to like?
I'm just saying hey over and over until he says something. Hey.
Killian continues to like look around the room.
Did you hear something?
No, it's me. I'm in your head. Hey.
I don't hear anything.
I'm the golden guy. I'm the dog. Remember the dog that you left out in the cold?
That you stole the blanket?
No, I didn't steal it. It was
She
there.
said you stole his blanket.
You totally stole my blanket.
No, it was not being used.
It doesn't mean you can just take it.
Sure it does. I did, didn't I? It means exactly that. If it's not being used, I can just use it. Obviously. Anyway, so hey. This is an illusion, and so we could do one of a few things. So we could continue with the illusion the way it is if you're enjoying it, or I could stop it, or we could make it like whatever you want, and you just chill in some fantasy if you want. I don't really care.
To get to the cargo bay.
Yeah. Hey. You guys listening to me? Okay, I'm gonna go into her head now. I'm gonna be like, hey.
I need to get to the. That's all I say. That's what I'm saying to you.
Yeah.
I need to get to
he
the
wants
cargo
the
bay.
Okay. I'm a neuron, and I'm another neuron. Cargo
What
bay
is happening
construction.
There's a microbe inside of Killian's head, outside of character, but inside character, you just see Killian talking to himself.
right now?
Which you've never seen
All right,
before.
and I'm
He
assuming
just
that,
keeps
like,
on saying, "I need to get to the cargo bay."
I'm assuming this will manifest the cargo bay if I
Where
like.
he's saying that he needs to get to the cargo bay.
Mm-hmm.
Where's the cargo bay? I'm asking Nemesis.
This isn't real. It's not right. We need to
I
get
kind
back
of agree
to
with
the
you
ship.
because none of this actually happened to me in the past. So
We get
Oh yeah.
back to the ship.
Can I dispel the illusion
with the babies
just by like
and
rewiring his brain to like not believe in it
cargo
anymore?
bay.
Do you have dispel illusion?
No, but I have rewire brain.
Do you have rewire?
you have
brain?
rewire brain as a thing.
Yeah, I know how to do that. I've never done it before.
Is it written down as a skill?
No, but I could learn how to do it real quick.
I will just give you a -3 on whatever you roll to rewire his brain.
All right.
Oh, Jesus.
So to rewire his brain, I'm going to need you to get me a 30 in wisdom.
Hey.
It's not impossible.
Do you want me to rewire your brain?
I need to get to the cargo bay.
I'm gonna take that as a yes.
All right.
Okay,
This
here we go.
isn't right.
I'm out of favors.
You are out of favor.
I'm just looking at you saying this over
Okay,
and over
I'm just
again.
gonna hand
Adeen.
this over here.
We need to get out of here.
Let's see, 7 plus 14.
He's doing that.
28, 25.
21.
Could I sacrifice a finger?
You can't.
Your fingers all fell off
You're
anyway.
just out of favor. But you definitely do rewire his brain. Not the intended effect that you were probably looking
It's very complicated
for.
brains.
It seems to be like a complicated process, yeah. So as you rewire his brain, everything seems to shift and turn about outside of him until the world realigns and you see before you a very chaotic scene because you're looking out his eye holes right now.
Okay. I'm
and-
like pulling levers and stuff.
yeah,
This should do it.
yeah, you're like inside out.
Yeah.
So as you're sitting inside and you're looking out, you see a chaotic scene. There seems to be a large city that's in distress. Lots of smoke, fire, rubble, strange shadow creatures running about with purple eyes, an even larger one looming overhead, a large building that reads Runestrom Industries right next to it, and then this big Flarkin robot
Good.
over to the side,
thought you were
also
saying cat.
angling against it, and there seems to be a ship that's starting to hover up. Several of them, actually, 30. As you can see across the city, 30 of these ships that are starting to float up into the sky.
Tony.
And as you see this occur, you'd like to know why. What happened? What's going on here? This is very interesting. Are those 4-2s floating all over the sky and assimilating into that large shadow creature? You don't know, but you'll have to find out by tuning in next time to find out what happens to our crew. This is Tony Stevens, and I'd like to thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and join us next time as the Voidrunner crew continues to try and survive. Thank you, and until next time.